So there's this teenager who's got a super wacky family gene. Whenever she gets too emotional, she turns into a red panda. Can you imagine that? Now she's gotta keep this whole panda situation a secret from her pals until they can perform some sealing ritual. Hey, welcome to Recap. Let's dive into the movie, Turning Red. Meet Malin, a 13-year-old Canadian teenager with a mom of Chinese descent who's super controlling. I mean, her family motto is, honor your parents like they're the supreme beings or something. Malin thinks she owes her folks big time for giving her life, so she's all about obeying them. Talk about extreme parenting. But hey, if you're too focused on pleasing your parents, you might forget to honor yourself too. But don't worry, Malin is a rebel at heart. Ever since she turned 13, she's been all about being her own person. She does whatever she wants, even if it means looking utterly ridiculous. Picture this. She randomly does somersaults in the middle of the street, catching everyone off guard. After school, Malin and her squad, Miriam, Priya, and Abby, hit up the nearby convenience store. Now Malin's friends are totally crushing on the dreamy clerk there, Devin. But our girl Malin, she's only got her eye on the boys from Four Town, this super popular all-male pop band. Girls got some serious taste. The gang invited Malin to join them for a karaoke night. But Malin said she couldn't make it because she had to help her mom cleaning. She claimed that despite being an adult who can make her own choices, she also had responsibilities like taking care of the family temple. Apparently, it all started with Sun Yi, the guardian of red pandas. They all had a connection to this temple. After finishing their temple cleaning duties, they were all set to welcome visitors. Malin even put on her red panda costume, which apparently brings good luck and prosperity to their family. Once they were done with the temple and back home, they settled down to watch some TV. During a commercial break, the girl found out that her favorite band, Four Town, was starting a new tour. She was super excited, but her mom couldn't help but judge her taste in music. Hey, everyone's got their preferences, right? After dinner, while Malin was doing her homework, she got distracted and started doodling in her notebook. Oh, she ended up drawing a boy who looked suspiciously like Devin. Well, she quickly crawled under her bed to continue her perverted drawings. But just when she thought she was safe, her mom magically appeared in the room. Talk about bad timing. Let's just say Malin jumped back into bed as fast as lightning, hoping her secret drawings weren't discovered. But guess what? The notebook wasn't really hidden. Her mom decides to take a peek at what the girl was up to. To her surprise, she finds drawings of her daughter with a boy in the notebook. The woman quickly recognizes who the boy is and decides to teach him a lesson by going to the convenience store where he works. Her mom goes straight to the boy Devin and shows him the drawings of his daughter. A bunch of other boys gather around to see what's going on, and they saw the drawings. Poor Devin gets scared out of his wits when the woman yells at him to stay away from Malin, and then she storms off. When Malin finally returns home, she is still in shock. She can't believe her own mother made her feel so ashamed in front of everyone. After freaking out for a little while, Malin promises herself that it'll never happen again and tries to get some sleep. But that night, in the midst of a rainy dream, Malin has nightmares involving temples, Devin, and even those four mischievous town boys. The next morning, Malin goes to the bathroom and takes a look in the mirror. And you won't believe what happened next. The girl is now a giant red panda. Can you imagine the shock on Malin's face? She screams, and her mother rushes into the bathroom. Her mom knocks on the door and asks, "What happened?" But Malin doesn't want to tell the truth. So her mom thinks, oh, the daughter has become a woman. So her mom rushes to get some basic things. Meanwhile, Malin tries to escape through the window. But guess what? Her big head gets stuck. When her mom enters the bathroom, Malin hides behind the curtains. Her mom has got cramp medicine, a hot water bottle, and pads in her hands. What a misunderstanding. Malin tries to get her out of there, but her mom is about to open the curtains. Luckily, Malin is saved by the fire alarm going off because her mom forgot her porridge in the oven. Phew. Now the girl seizes the chance and runs to her room, thinking she just needs to sleep it off. She believes everything will be gone when she wakes up. Gradually, Malin calms down and the panda disappears. First the ears go, then the tail, and finally, her whole body returns to normal. Except for one thing. Her hair is red, so her mom gets ready to take her to school, and the girl wears a cap to hide her hair color. When she enters the school, she tries to stay calm, or else her monster appearance might come back. But her plans go wrong when she finds loads of posters with her embarrassing drawings, thanks to Tyler, her classmate, who played a mean prank. Malin wants revenge, but changes her mind when her fist turns into a clump of fur and her tail pops out. She runs to her class and tries to keep herself under control. Then Miriam comes over and asks, "What's going on?" But Malin claims she's just excited for math class. During class, Miriam warns her that her mom is snooping around outside the school. One of the guards asks her mom what she's doing, and guess what? She attacks him. The poor man tries to hold her back, and her mom runs to the window, screaming for her daughter. All this fuss just because she wanted to deliver some forgotten pads for her daughter. Malin feels very ashamed and can't hold back her emotions anymore. Suddenly, there's an explosion. Whoa! She transforms into a red panda, but she manages to sneak away unnoticed while everyone's distracted. However, the mom sees everything and chases after her daughter. Malin runs into the bathroom to hide, but there's already a girl inside. And then she escapes through the window again. Her mom gets in the car and tries to catch up with her. This clumsy panda is like a walking disaster. It goes through an alley and wrecks everything in its path. After causing chaos and confusion, the panda finally reaches home. Her mom enters the house and sees everything destroyed. Here comes their history with Red Panda. They all walk to the temple, and her mother, Ming, reveals a tale from hundreds of years ago. An ancestor of Clumsy Panda asked the gods to turn her into a red panda to protect her family during a war. The gods granted her wish. It was a good blessing in the past, but the world has changed, and the panda's power doesn't fit in anymore. So now, it's become more like a curse. That's a bummer. Learn the lesson to be careful what you wish for. Also remember that sometimes what seems like a gift can turn into a curse. Ancestor made some big mistake. Now the family is cursed with the panda spirit. Malin gets really angry when she found out about the curse and wants to destroy her ancestor's image, but her parents manage to calm her down and reveal that there's a cure. Phew, apparently, her mom went through the same thing and tells her they need to perform a ritual to seal the panda spirit during the red moon so that she can become a normal human girl. Her mom's panda was also sealed in her necklace during the red moon. But the next red moon won't happen until next month. So in the meantime, the girl has to control her emotions because any strong feeling could unleash the monster inside her. That's like a ticking time bomb. To prevent more accidents, her parents put her mattress in an empty room. They want to make sure nothing else gets destroyed, you know. But poor girl, she overhears her mom saying she's scared. Malin's sadness is too much that she transforms into the panda again. The next morning, while her mother Ming is vacuuming, Malin tries everything to get rid of the monster inside her, but nothing works. Then, her friends show up at her window and tell her that this band called Four Town is performing in Toronto. Malin gets so excited that she opens the window and pulls her friends into the room. The girls are all shocked, but amazed at how cute Malin looks as a panda. Miriam, being the curious one, wants to know what happened to her friend. Malin tries to explain that she'll be back to normal one day, but she can't hold back her tears. Abby informs them that the performance will be on the 18th of next month, but the red moon won't happen until the 25th. Oh, timing is not on Malin's side. Malin can't attend the show. Seeing her friends sad, Miriam starts singing their favorite song, and the other girls join in. It turns into a full-on dance party. The panda gets into the mood and starts cheering up, and suddenly Malin transforms back into her human form. Magic. Then, Malin realizes that she managed to control her emotions and regain the control of her life. Plus, she can finally go to the long-awaited Four Town concert. They all decide to ask their parents for permission to go to the concert. But wait, Malin's mom, Ming, approaches the room. Malin asks her friends to leave. At that moment, she tells her parents about her newfound control over the panda. They don't believe it. To prove herself, they show her pictures that should trigger strong emotions, but nothing happens. As a last test, her mom hands Malin a box full of cute kittens. Now that's a challenge. Malin can barely contain her excitement, but just when she's about to transform, she imagines her best friends and manages to stay calm. She's got some serious emotional control skills. Her parents are in disbelief, wondering how she tamed the beast so fast. Malin reveals her secret. She thinks about the people she loves the most in the world when she starts getting emotional. Her mom is so happy and gives Malin a big hug, thinking that she's one of the people her daughter loves most in the world. Malin didn't tell the truth, and she takes advantage of this to ask for permission to go to the show, but her mother quickly denies it because Malin would be consumed by emotion and wouldn't be able to control herself. Her father tries to convince her mother to trust their daughter, but Ming insists on her decision. No show for Malin. Despite her disappointment, Malin thanks her parents for at least listening to her. She packs her things and makes her grand exit. A few minutes later, the phone rings. Jin tells Ming that her mother wants to talk to her. Ming picks up the phone, and the old lady on the other end says she heard about Malin's panda situation on the news. She's so concerned that she decides to come to Toronto. Before Ming can say anything, her mother hangs up. The next day, Malin realizes that none of her friends' parents have allowed them to go to the show. It's so sad. Malin spots her mother outside the school watching her like a hawk. Creepy. Then Tyler starts teasing Malin, and she's had enough. Using her panda arm, she tries to throw a ball at Tyler's face. Oh dear, he barely manages to dodge it. Of course, the girl gets kicked out of the game. Her friends, being good pals, take her to the bathroom to calm down. Then they come up with a sneaky plan. They decide to tell their parents they're having a sleepover at home, but really, they're sneaking off to the show. So now they need to find a way to get the money for those pricey tickets. Each ticket costs a whopping $200. That's too expensive for a child. Abby thinks seeing the panda might ignite her creativity to come up with money-making ideas. But oh no, just as Malin transforms, some girls from her class enter the bathroom. It's like a scene from a hidden camera show. Malin tries to hide, but it's too late. But hold on, surprise, those girls actually like the Red Panda and are willing to pay to see it. What a great way to make money. And just like that, the plan to gather ticket money is started. They start charging students to take pictures with the panda. Wish my selfies can pay the bills. But they don't stop there. They become entrepreneurs, selling custom t-shirts and accessories. Pandas are in high demand, my friends. We got a panda merchandise empire in the making. Slowly, the girls manage to gather most of the money they need for the tickets. But they still need $100, and the show is just around the corner. Talk about last-minute stress. But wait, here comes Tyler, the birthday boy, with a brilliant idea. He wants Malin to attend his party as a panda, because he wants to have a special birthday party and all of his classmates would be interested. Malin plays it cool, charging a whopping $200 for her panda appearance. Talk about a panda party premium, and Tyler agrees. As Malin gets ready to leave the house for the party, pretending she's off to a study group, her mom offers to accompany her. Oh, moms always ruin the secret plans, don't they? Malin tries to change her mom's mind, but Ming is one sneaky mama. And just when they're about to leave, they sees Malin's grandma and her sisters arrive the town to perform the panda sealing ritual. Oh no, at Tyler's party, all the guests were waiting eagerly for the panda to arrive. But Malin, our superstar, was 40 minutes behind schedule, and Malin's aunts just wouldn't leave her alone. To escape unnoticed, Malin comes up with a genius plan. She pretends to go to sleep, putting some stuffed animals under the blanket. Sneaky, sneaky, but oh no, her grandma shows up at the worst possible moment. Grandma found a tuft of fur in the backyard, and Grandma advises Malin not to let that beast out again. Apparently, every time the panda escapes, it becomes stronger and harder to deal with. Malin decides to accept Grandma's warning and just wears the red panda costume she wore at her family's temple. So everyone is super disappointed because they were expecting a real panda. Tyler, the birthday boy, says he won't pay the $200 if the panda doesn't show up. Cheapskate Tyler. Malin, being the sweet friend she is, can't bear to see her pals sad because if they don't get that money, they won't be able to go to the concert. So she decides to ignore her grandmother's advice and transforms into a red panda. Woohoo, panda power. And let me tell you, those teenagers go absolutely insane. She's stealing the show. After a great time with the guests, the four friends gather on the roof and enjoy some cake. They're celebrating because they thought they'd make it to the show. But oh boy, the dream comes crashing down. The radio guy breaks the news that 4 Town will be in Toronto on the 25th, not the 18th as Abby had said. Abby mixed them up and she said the wrong date, and now Malin can't go to the show because it's on the same day with her ritual. Malin's grandma and her aunts decide to stay at a hotel. So when they leave, Malin's mom goes to her daughter's room, and surprise, the window is open. It's like a free invitation for mosquitoes, isn't it? But that's not the worst part. When she goes to close the window, she steps on a shard of glass. And guess what Ming finds while picking up those glass shards? Several photos and objects related to the red panda. It's like a secret panda lair in the room. Now, back at the party, Malin is freaking out because she thinks she won't be able to go to the show with her friends because of the ritual. Oh no, panic mode activated, but then Tyler, the bossy boy, tells the panda to entertain the guests again. Well, Melon is not amused, and she gets even more annoyed. Then, Tyler declares that the contract is over and he won't pay what he agreed upon, and as if that's not enough, he calls Malin weird like her mother. Seriously, he's asking for trouble. Finally, Malin loses control and attacks the boy. Wow, that escalated quickly, but don't worry, Ming, her mom, arrives just in time to save the day. Tyler starts crying, and the other teenagers are scared of the panda. Ming has to apologize to the idiot boy's parents, and then Ming blames the three girls for their daughter's misbehavior. Classic parent move, blaming others. But poor Malin, she doesn't have the courage to confront her mother and defend her friends. Moms can be scary, you know. Fast forward a week later, it's the big day. Miriam, Abby, and Priya buy their tickets to watch the show. Meanwhile, Malin is preparing for the ritual at her mother's request. It's like Panda Spa Day, but with mystical vibes. Her father notices that she is not happy at all. When he is down in the basement doing some storage stuff, he stumbles upon her camera. Turns out she used it to record videos with her friends. Oh, the good old days of making silly videos. He notices Melon's excitement with the panda and starts laughing at the dance moves. He has never seen her daughter like this. Then he sneaks into her room and shows the videos to her. When she says she's going to delete the videos, he didn't let her do so. She continues saying that her panda is very dangerous and out of control. But he tells that her mom's panda was the wildest and most out of control. The dad reveals that he only saw his wife transform once during a fight with her own mother. Ming's mother didn't think Jin was good enough, but Ming stood up for her love. That's when he saw his wife transform. Malin confesses that she wants to keep the panda but doesn't want to be seen as a monster. Then her wise dad comes in with advice. He tells her that everyone has different sides, some good and some not so good. The secret is to embrace them all and learn to live with them. Wise words, Dad. Right on cue, Ming appears and calls them to start the ritual. Time for some mystical stuff. The shaman makes a circle on the floor and warns Malin not to leave it. The red moon shines, and the astral plane opens up, the door to another dimension. They all start singing in the circle, and it starts glowing. When the red moon reaches its peak, Malin is transported to the astral plane. There, she meets Sun Yi, her ancestor. Spirit meeting time. Sun Yi uses a red sash to create a mirror. But when Melon tries to cross it, she realizes that the panda spirit is getting ripped away from her. Oh no, the struggle is real. She fights to get to the other side. But just as she's about to let go of the beast, she remembers all the fun times as a panda. Wait for it. She decides to return to the panda. Surprise twist. Her mom rushes over, trying to calm her down. The woman asks the shaman to restart the ritual, but Malin said she's keeping the red panda, and just like that, Melon tries to make her dramatic exit from the temple. So, Melon wants to go to the show, but her parents, grandma, and aunts try to hold her back. But like a ninja, she tosses them aside and declares, "I'm going to see the show." Talk about determination, but as she tosses them away, she accidentally cracks Ming's amulet, which had her panda inside. Oopsie. Hatred grows so much that she unleashes her inner beast, turning into a dark and scary creature. At the same time, Malin uses her transformation skills to rush to the show fast and furious, just like when we have free food. Finally, she finds her friends at the show, and she's like, "Sorry guys, I couldn't get rid of my panda. It's a part of me. It's like having an animal as your permanent plus one." She apologizes for not being there earlier though. Friendship and pandas, what a combo. They hug it out, and everything seems fine until Malin's mom starts coming towards the concert. As soon as the band starts playing, a giant panda appears out of nowhere. That panda goes on a rampage, wrecking the place and searching for the girl. It's like the panda version of a diva, stealing the spotlight. But wait, Jin and the seniors club arrive to calm down the creature. The monster grabs the girl, and a man rushes to draw a circle around her. In the midst of chaos, Malin gets super angry and transforms into a panda, and she bites that creature's finger. Ouch. When this girl catches her mom's attention, the rest of the gang gets ready for a ritual. We got an old shaman climbing into the stands like he's trying to reach the top shelf in a grocery store. And the ladies, they gather around in a circle, ready to sing like they're auditioning for a talent show. Despite being tiny, Malin manages to headbutt her mom so hard she knocks her down. Ouch, her mom's half in and half out of the circle. Malin tries to pull her in, and her aunts join the action. It's like a game of tug of war, but with family members and amulets flying everywhere. Finally, they all break their amulets, unleashing their inner beasts so that they are strong enough to pull the beast. With their combined strength, they manage to pull Mom into the circle while singing their hearts out. But the music isn't loud enough. Cue the 4 town boys and Malin's friends to the rescue. They lend a hand to crank up the volume, and off they go to the astral plane. There, Malin meets a younger version of her mom, who's all teary-eyed with regret for hurting Grandma. Family drama. It turns out her mom the one who made that scar on her grandmom's forehead. Now this woman is feeling like she'll never be good enough for her mom or anyone else. Malin comes in and says she feels the same way. Then, Malin takes her hand and guides her to the portal, like a panda-powered tour guide. They arrive at the portal, and there they find Grandma and the aunts. Ming seizes the opportunity and asks Mom for forgiveness. It's like a therapy session in the astral plane. Together they all cross the portal, except for Malin. She's determined to continue with her panda ways. And here comes Sun Yi's spirit swooping in like a panda superhero. Under the moonlight, they have this heartfelt goodbye scene. After that whole panda apocalypse, everyone in the world is talking about it. It's like pandas took over the headlines. Forget about politics or celebrities. Malin keeps working with her mom at the temple, attracting even more visitors with her panda transformation. Business is booming, baby. Things are going so well that they might even have enough money to rebuild the place. Mom doesn't stop Malin from going to karaoke with her friends. In fact, she even invites them to dinner. In the end, Malin realizes that we all have our inner beasts, so why not let them out sometimes? And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more movie adventures. See you next time.